Rob Bida here, bringing you up to the date on the very latest on our soggy start to the weekend. As you can see right now, looking out towards Dublin, some heavy rain at times, ponding on the roads. Use caution there, 580 and 680. As that heavy rain at times continues, wind advisory still active till about mid-afternoon, and then we'll start to see a chance of isolated thunder in the mix as we head into tomorrow. Here's a view on our Storm Ranger mobile Doppler radar. Notice the trend, mostly areas south of San Francisco where it's coming down extremely heavy right now. Continues to be right here along Highway 17, Santa Cruz Mountains, rain rates of a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch per hour. And I do think this rain line is going to stall somewhat just near and just south of Highway 17 as we head into the afternoon. And right now, Storm Ranger also picking up on those pockets of downpours from Hayward down into Fremont, out across the Tri-Valley. Things starting to let up in terms of intensity across the North Bay as that rain line does start to move to the south. But at this hour, we still have some flood advisories and those rain totals continue to climb. Let's send it over to Cynthia Pimentel for the very latest on those flood advisories.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, as we were talking about the North Bay flood advisory earlier on this morning, that is set to expire within the next hour around 2 o'clock. Within the last hour, we had more counties in the East Bay included. So Contra Costa County, Alameda County, those advisories will go to about maybe 2:45. Now, as Rob was mentioning, this lingering storm over the Santa Cruz Mountains has just prompted the National Weather Service to add them to this list. So that advisory will run through about 3:45, if not longer, if this rain does stall out. So concerns of flooding on the roadways. If you do not have to leave your house today, I would recommend not doing so. Just turn around, don't drown. That's the message with this incoming rain. How much rain have we gotten within this last 24-hour system? Very impressive totals up in Marin County, Mill Valley, over 2 inches of rain there. And these totals will only go up as the storm makes its way through the Bay Area this weekend. Down in Redwood Estates, 2¼ inches of rain thus far, with more on the way, like Rob was mentioning. And over on into Concord, just over ½ inch of rain. And down here in San Jose, rain shadow, of course. We're looking at over ⅓ inch so far. So more is on the way. I want to take you through our hour-by-hour outlook. By about 3:30, perhaps a few pockets of rain have moved out, and we get a little bit of opportunity to get outdoors. But more is on the way through about 9 o'clock. Another heavier band of rain is with us, and we do see this activity continuing on through Sunday. Rob, I'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Cynthia. Our microclimate weather alert coverage continues with another look at Storm Ranger. As you see here, Cynthia pointed this out in the Futurecast, the rain line may stall for a time in the Santa Cruz Mountains. We'll be watching that closely. Localized flooding still ongoing there around the Santa Cruz Mountains. Now, the wind speeds from here should start to come down. They're not as strong as we had earlier this morning. And notice how, as we move forward, those areas in purple and red indicating those peak wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour do start to back off. But the rain, as Cynthia mentioned, not done with us yet. You can see the storm front right there. There's the cold front across the South Bay, and behind it, cold, unstable air, which means hail and a chance of thunder showers could be in the mix as we head into Sunday, which could power up some pretty significant rain totals as we wrap up the weekend. Stay tuned as we head through the afternoon and evening with ongoing coverage over on NBCBayArea.com and the very latest coming up tonight on NBC Bay Area starting at 5 and 6 o'clock. Have a good afternoon.